anybody who has never gone through certain traumas, it doesn't necessarily have an understanding of how it works. They might look at a person and say, man, this person just can't get it together. They can't get right or whatever. I mean, I don't know what a person looks at another person and thinks, but I know that as for me, I think, that's what a person is thinking. But people don't know that when you're dealing with trauma, and you're masking it, you showing up to events, you showing up to places is phenomenal. It's astronomical. You gotta understand what it took to get there. Like what you went through before you got there. The coaching, the motivational speeches, the pep talks, just to get up and make it forward. All that you have to do when you are doing trauma, and you're masking because how can I say this? You are functioning. You're a functioning person. It's kind of like a functioning alcoholic. You can function, but you're still inebriated. It doesn't necessarily go away because now that you are out and about, it doesn't go away. You function, and you can function for years on end and masking, because you just get to be seen for, you become great at certain things. Like you can be great and excellent at certain things. You can be great or excellent at certain things, but in all reality, you become hyper focused, hyper perfect. And I've had several people tell me, you could probably be good at anything you put your mind to, which is true, because what you're doing is you're avoiding something else. So, you're avoiding your feelings and honing in everything on whatever it is you're doing. So you become meticulous with it. Once that is done, you set it aside. You've proven that you can do it. But that's what you just do. You set it aside, and you try to start another task because you got to keep this momentum going. You can handle that task still, or you juggle, because once it becomes easy, once that task becomes easy and you can do it and whatever else, you can maintain it. I don't want to say the thrill is gone. There's necessarily no thrill, but you need to find something that keeps that pain from resurfacing. So you join another project, and that takes your mind off of something else. So that's what you have to do, and that's what happens. You have to get your mind off of it. So you do this continuously for years and years and years and years and years. You be the best at what you can be, but it's because you're masking. And then when you can't mask anymore, you decide, I'm done masking, because you become either a workaholic or you find, something like that to be your drug of choice, work, and you can't do it anymore. You can't physically do that every single day. I mean, you do it for your whole life, and then you just keep piling stuff on. Things that people think are depression, it's more neurological, because you physically need to do these things, not necessarily mentally, because you don't know, you know why you do things, but you don't necessarily depressed or whatever, but you are, chemically challenged, I would say that, to where you feel the effects of the pain, and then you have to go distract yourself from it. Becomes physical. So there you go, tacking on another project. Or you find enough to keep you so busy that you can't, you don't have time to focus on it because you're so busy. You don't have time to focus on it because your brain is so busy that anything outside of that is, you can't think about it, And that goes for anything. It could be people. It could be, little things, because you're hyper-focused on something. Now, you can still juggle things that you put big in your life, but smaller things, they just kind of fall to the wayside. It's all about how you prioritize them. Is it on the top of your priority, or if it's not? If you don't prioritize it as up here, then it just kind of falls by the wayside. That's for me, and it's just not something I prioritize. Then I don't really put a lot of energy into it, And these are things that I'm finding out for myself and realizing